Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Barcelona's preseason as today is day one. The Barcelona boys, they have conducted their medicals and they're back. Preseason starts today. We're going to be talking about that. And then as well, talking about some transfer news. We're going to be talking about Frenkie de Jong. How is his contract negotiations going? And as well, talking about Marcus Rashford and Luis Diaz. But guys, before I get started with the video, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. And as well, the link to become a member is also posted down below. But as always, guys, let's get started with the video. All right, guys, let's get started with the video and let's talk about day one of that preseason as the Barcelona boys, after a lengthy time away, we didn't have a preseason tournament or a summer tournament necessarily. It was a Club World Cup, but Barcelona didn't qualify. And at the same time, you feel bad because Barcelona, they haven't qualified for this prestigious tournament. They haven't been able to participate, but at the same time, they've been able to have the summer off basically, and that's very rare as a professional footballer. You see right here, Pedri coming back. You see Ferran Torres. You're basically seeing everyone right here. You see Lewandowski, and right here you see all the boys: Marcasado, Dani Olmo, Ferran. Everyone is getting back together from their vacations. Right here, you see Inigo Martinez smiling, a player who is going to be fighting to be one of those those top five captains at the club, while a leader in that back line. Right here, you see our young boy and superstar in Lamine Yamal. We also want to wish him a very happy birthday, as he has turned 18 years old. And right here, Lamine Yamal speaking about his ambitions and how he wants to win everything in the world of football. Let's make it happen. Absolutely super happy for him. Good to see him back. Right here, you see so far our number one signing of the season, our only signing of the season, and that is Joan Garcia. Joan Garcia, right here, involved in the medicals, and also a player who hasn't even been announced by Barcelona, but Roony Bardghji. Funny enough, Barcelona, they posted him in in their social media accounts, but they haven't actually officially announced him. That was pretty funny. But his medicals they were successful after he had suffered his ACL injury from last year. No problems whatsoever in regards to his medicals. Right now, he's registered with Barcelona Athletics, so we're gonna have to see how he necessarily, is integrated into the first team. He's probably going to be involved in Barcelona's preseason tour, but let's see if he's going to be actually able to stay. Let's see what Hansi Flick decides to do with Rooney. But absolutely amazing talent. Hopefully, we can see him shine very brightly at Barcelona. Right here, we see Frenkie de Jong back in Barcelona. And in regards to Frenkie de Jong, guys, I want to give you guys an update in regards to his renewals, because as you guys do know, his contract it expires next summer. He is entering his final year of his contract. He actually replaced his agent. His agent right now is Pini Zahavi, who Barcelona have fantastic relationships with. Some other players like Robert Lewandowski, etc. But Barcelona, they actually plan to sit down with Frenkie de Jong pretty soon and have those face-to-face negotiations, because they want to renew him. Not only would it be fantastic for, those wages to be lessened, for, more FFP space to be added to the wage bill, but also because Frenkie de Jong, he's had a very, very good second half of the season, and Barcelona do want him to stay. And I would say, I've been very critical of Frenkie de Jong at the halfway point of the season. I was just thinking, hey, Barcelona, just sell Frenkie de Jong. But he has been able to, I would say, change my opinions, sort of. If a huge offer arrives, I'm still looking to sell him. But I'm not against him staying if he is able to replicate these performances. If Hansi Flick wants him to stay, which Hansi Flick, he has requested that. He wants him to stay. He doesn't want to lose him for free, and he wants him to be a big part of next season. If that's all the case, then by all means, Barcelona, go and renew his contract. I'm of the mindset, hey, if a 80, 90, 100 million euro offer arrives, let's look to sell Frenkie de Jong. But I'm not against him staying, but very, very good that Barcelona, they're going to be trying to sit down with him and, talk about those contract renewals, as we do not want a player of his quality to be leaving on a free. We want to make sure that his future is resolved, and we absolutely want everything to be happening very, very quickly. But also, guys, I now want to be talking about Marcus Rashford, as Marcus Rashford has been, the big topic alongside Luis Diaz after Nico Williams rejected Barcelona. In regards to Marcus Rashford, there are tons of reports saying that he's the number one priority now, that Barcelona, they're going to be going all out for him, just like how the same reports are being said for Luis Diaz. We know how Marcus Rashford, he wants to do anything, everything in his power to make this move happen. But, we have to see how Barcelona's financial FFP rules, it moves around, or how much space we are going to have in these next coming weeks in order to make this deal happen. United, they are no longer counting on him. It has been, I would say, explicit. Everyone has known this for the past couple of weeks / months. But the option of him leaving for 30 million with a mandatory buy option attached towards the end, that is a probability. So a loan with a 30 million euro buy option. Now, what do you guys make of that deal structure? A mandatory buy option, I think you're playing a little bit right there. I think that's a little bit risky. 30 million for Marcus Rashford is as much as I would be willing to pay for him. The report from Mundo Deportivo is saying a possibility of it reaching 40 million euros. I think right there it's going on a Barcelona's price tag for Marcus Rashford. As much as he's a great talent, great talent. He's in his late 20s. As much as he's a great player, spending that amount of money, I don't know. But, Marcus Rashford, he has rejected offers from Saudi Arabia. He's waiting on Barcelona. He's willing to do everything he can to join us. Let's see if we can make this move happen. Let's see, because I do think that he would be a player that can add a lot of value to this team. In regards to Luis Diaz, reports are coming out that Luis Diaz is going to be asking Liverpool to leave, asking to go to Barcelona as his preferred destination. These are reports coming out from Fernando Polo, the journalist who broke that, there is tensions between Nico Williams and Barcelona. And alongside Roger Torrejo, part of Mundo Deportivo. But Barcelona, they have not given up in regards to Luis Diaz. They're still pursuing this move. Deco, he is a big fan of Luis Diaz. He's the number one priority. Marcus Rashford, as much as he's viewed as the, I would say, low-cost alternative, the cost-effective alternative, Luis Diaz is the one that is turning heads. Deco still prefers Luis Diaz over Marcus Rashford, and Luis Diaz, according to this, his dream is to join Barcelona. We've been seeing him in talks with Bayern Munich, with Liverpool. It's going to be very tough for him to be living in Liverpool, if I'm being completely honest. After Diego Jota's passing, I just don't see that happening necessarily. And I wouldn't be wanting to spend big amounts for Luis Diaz. But Barcelona, they're looking at this deal very closely. And, Fernando Polo, he says the Colombian is expected to request his departure in the coming days. At Barca, they're waiting to see how strongly he will push Liverpool. His camp says he will go all in because he doesn't want to miss a train to join Barcelona. Those are the words from Fernando Polo. Let's see if it's accurate. I don't see Luis Diaz making a big fuss in order to try to join Barcelona. But let's see what happens. But guys, those are for the Barcelona news of the day. Absolutely fantastic that Barcelona, they are back. They are going to be resuming their training sessions. Preseason starts today, first day of the new season. Absolutely excited to see Barcelona back. What are you guys most excited for? Which players are you guys going to be looking out for? Everyone was returning, with the exception of Pablo Torre, as he's going to be headed to Mallorca. Iñaki Peña, Rafinha, your Marc Bernal, your Hector Ford, everyone was involved. Even Romeo coming back from that loan. But guys, as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.